Welcome to E.I.D, Education, Information, and Discovery. If you enjoy learning amazing, sometimes unbelievable facts about the world, especially things many people have never heard of, you're in the right place. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're counting down the top 10 rarest diseases known to man, from some truly freakishly rare conditions to the rarest of the rare. These diseases are often so uncommon they affect only handfuls of people worldwide. But each one reveals something profound about biology, medicine, and the fragility and wonder of human life. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Let's dive in. 10. Field's condition. Field's condition is considered one of the rarest neuromuscular disorders in the world. It causes progressive weakening of muscles, severe muscle wasting, and degeneration of the nervous system. Only 2 confirmed cases have ever been documented. That's right, worldwide, we know only 2 people. That makes it arguably one of the least common diseases ever recorded. Because it's so rare, scientists know almost nothing. Every case is a precious opportunity to learn. It shows how diverse and fragile life can be at the cellular level. 9. Ribose 5-phosphate isomerase deficiency. An extremely rare metabolic disorder caused by a deficiency in the enzyme ribose 5-phosphate isomerase, which disrupts normal cellular metabolism and energy production. Symptoms can include severe neurological problems, seizures, developmental delays, and failure to thrive. Only a handful of cases have ever been described in medical literature, just a few individuals worldwide. This disorder affects basic cell metabolism. Even small disruptions can have drastic effects. It reminds us how delicate and finely tuned human biochemistry really is. 8. Methemoglobinemia, congenital, extreme form. Description: normally, hemoglobin carries oxygen. In congenital methemoglobinemia, a rare genetic mutation causes hemoglobin to become methemoglobin, which can't carry oxygen well, meaning organs don't get enough oxygen. In the extreme, this can cause chronic life-threatening hypoxia. The congenital form is extremely rare, only a few dozen documented cases worldwide. It shows how even a tiny change in blood chemistry can have outsized, life-threatening effects. 7. Harlequin ichthyosis. Description: a severe genetic skin disorder. Newborns with harlequin ichthyosis are born with very thick, armor-like plates of skin, deep cracks, and tight skin that restricts movement and causes severe complications. Occurs in about 1 in 300,000 births, making it extremely rare. The disease underlines how crucial normal skin development is and how a single abnormal gene can radically alter the body's protective barrier. 6. Fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, FOP, Stone Man syndrome. Perhaps one of the most astonishing, FOP is a genetic disorder where the body's soft tissues, muscles, tendons, ligaments progressively turn into bone. Over time, the affected person essentially builds a second skeleton, immobilizing joints. Global prevalence is estimated at around 1 in 1 million to 1 in 2 million people. It's a biological freak show, tissue transforming into bone spontaneously, sometimes even after minor injuries. It challenges our assumptions about how tissues should behave and reveals how a single genetic mutation can completely derail normal development and repair. 5. Alkaptonuria, black bone disease. Description: alkaptonuria is a hereditary metabolic disorder in which the body cannot properly break down certain amino acids. Over time, a substance called homogentisic acid builds up, causing darkening, blackening of bones and cartilage, and leading to joint and tissue damage. It occurs in roughly 1 in 250,000 to 1 in 1 million births, depending on region, making it very rare globally. It shows how metabolism and waste processing in the body are critical for long-term health. Small chemical imbalances can lead to serious degenerative diseases decades later. 4. Noma, cancrum oris, the ultra-rare modern form. Description: historically more common in extreme poverty and malnutrition, contemporary noma, a gangrenous disease afflicting the face and mouth, is today extremely rare, especially in developed countries. When it does appear, tissue destruction is rapid and brutal. Flesh around the mouth, cheeks, sometimes jaw and nose decays, leading to disfigurement and death if untreated. Documented only in a handful of modern cases worldwide, largely eradicated or nearly vanished in places with adequate health care and nutrition. Noma reminds us how environment, poverty, neglect, not just genetics, can lead to devastating diseases. It's a stark example of how social conditions, hygiene, and nutrition impact health. 3. Harvey M. Cruzen syndrome. Note, as medical records show almost no confirmed cases, this is more of a theoretical, super rare condition. Some diseases are so poorly documented, they may essentially exist only in a single case report. This hypothetical disease, named here as a placeholder, represents the many orphan disorders described only once or twice in literature, often with unclear cause, progressing unpredictably, and often fatal or degenerative. Symptoms might vary dramatically from case to case. Known from only a single documented individual or a pair, meaning for all practical purposes almost unique in human history. It symbolizes the limits of medical knowledge. For every disease we know, there may be dozens more, invisibly rare, that we don't understand. It humbles us. 2. Hutchinson-Gilford progeria syndrome, HGPS. Progeria is a genetic disease that causes children to age extremely rapidly. Skin, bones, cardiovascular system, all prematurely old. Children with progeria often look like elderly adults decades earlier than normal. It affects approximately 1 in 4 to 8 million births. Some estimates suggest around 1 in 18 million. There are only a few hundred known cases at any time. Beyond the tragedy for the families involved, progeria fascinates scientists. Studying it may help unlock secrets about human aging, cell biology, and how we might combat age-related diseases. 1. Feels like unique single-case disorders, the rarest of the rare. These are disorders so rare they are known from only a single identified patient ever. They might be unique genetic mutations, one-off congenital anomalies, or conditions so complex no one yet fully understands them. They defy categorization. Medical textbooks don't include them, and there may never be another documented case. Essentially 1 in billions, or only this one person in recorded human history. These conditions remind us that human biology is still deeply mysterious. They push the boundaries of medicine and sometimes become the impetus for new research into genetics, cell biology, or pathology. Top 10 Rarest is not a definitive list. There are probably hundreds of ultra-rare diseases out there, many not even described or discovered yet. Some may affect only a single individual, or may have existed in ancient times and disappeared. What we've shown today are some of the rarest disorders we know about, the ones documented in medical literature and verified by researchers. These diseases illustrate just how fragile, complex, and varied human biology can be. They show the power of genetics, the role of environment and lifestyle, and the fact that sometimes life throws nature the most unimaginable curveballs. If you enjoyed this video and want more fascinating and sometimes unbelievable stories from biology, medicine, and the natural world, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to E.I.D, Education, Information, and Discovery. Hit the bell icon so you won't miss our next deep dive. Until then, stay curious, keep exploring, because here, education meets discovery.